Hello, everyone. How are you doing tonight? I hope fine, especially given the latest crisis of the corona or COVID-19 that's hitting us all. Um, few things that I want to say on that here is first, try not to join the hype. Try not to become part of the mass hysteria, and make sure that you're only getting what you need at the times that you need it. Yes, stocking up is great, but hoarding and being selfish or greedy is just wrong. And when you're leaving families without because of your own personal greed, it can get to be just too much. And like, we went to Walmart and, they've changed their hours, they've reduced their hours. Well, we tried going last night around 8:30 and got told they were already closed. Well, I've always been somebody who prefers going after hours so that I don't have to deal with large crowds, because I'm not a big fan of big crowds, and I could always see where that increased the risk of any illness. So this has been my way of doing things since well before this whole COVID thing came about. COVID, sorry. And so then we went today, and I found that it really wasn't too good, in all honesty, because by the reduced hours, there was far too many people in trying to shop. And that puts us all at a much greater risk of contracting or passing the disease if there's an infected person in that crowd. So it's important to always remember to carry hand sanitizer with you and try to become part of the solution, not part of the problem. Another thing is, I'm not quite understanding this whole concept where everybody's buying toilet paper and bottled water. On the bottled water thing, it's not like the COVID-19 virus is being passed through our tap water. So that seems just ridiculous to me. Then on the whole toilet paper aspect, toilet paper is not going to save your life, guys. What's going to save your life is making healthier choices, choosing to be clean, researching, finding out how to protect yourselves at a much greater level, and what to do if you should happen to contract it. Because there are things you can do even now as preventative measures to keep yourself from catching it through foods. I've made the choice to be a naturalist, so I don't generally run to the doctor every time I get sick. I choose to utilize healthier foods on a regular basis, but especially if I start feeling like I'm getting congested or anything like that, I get things like garlic and onions and pineapple. Pineapple's a natural decongestant as well as a natural cough suppressant. So that offers you, not only ridding your system of the mucus, but it also helps you sleep, which we all know when you're sick, rest is one of the most important things that you could do. Honey is an excellent thing to keep on hand through these times of needs, because it has natural healing effects to it. Goes in and helps remove that from you if you should happen to be sick with anything like that. Mint is another really good one, as well as there's one more. If I think of it, I'll say it, because I know we have some picky viewers. So if you're particular and you don't like what I've already mentioned, then do research and see if you can find things to supplement with that could also assist you in either staying healthy or getting back to being healthy. there's just been too much hype. And honestly, that's not helping anybody through this quarantine. This being vigilant of not only your own health, but the health of those around you is the most important thing that you can do. Becoming a hoarder or buying the wrong things isn't helping anybody. And, I've got to say a big kudos to Costco's for not allowing people to return their toilet paper. First off, it could be contaminated from the time that it was in your house. So why should they run the risk of taking those returns? They shouldn't. And I understand that you guys are probably pretty upset with the aspect that they won't take the toilet paper back, but perhaps you should have thought about that before joining the herd. Because 2 weeks ago, we walked into Costco's and we found out that all the toilet paper was gone. Now, I didn't want to join the hype, and I knew we had some here, but with the chances of us not being able to get it in our area because, it was sold out, we chose to pick some up as we traveled from a different area just for backup, not to be hoarders, not to become part of the problem, but to also keep us from having more problems because of those that chose to hoard and take more than what they really needed. If you guys could chill out and just get supplies that you need and not be greedy and selfish, that would be a lot more beneficial, not only to those around you, but to yourselves. Because I know that now a lot of you are starting to suffer from not having enough food, and you don't have the money to go buy the food because you bought all the toilet paper. And if you don't have food, you don't need the toilet paper anyways. Sorry, just thought of that one. But you should have stopped and thought about what's the truly beneficial things that you needed to purchase. I know I did. And I know that even in my situation, I was making the encouraging things to make sure that the encouraging moves and comments to make sure that the proper things were being bought so that we weren't joining this hype. I honestly don't feel sympathy for those who went out and hoarded the toilet paper. Education is key. It is top number one. And I'm sorry to an extent if you're going hungry now. But if you don't stop and plan ahead and plan correctly, you're going to get stuck in these types of situations. I hope, for your sake, that you've learned from this experience and next time you do not make the same mistakes. So, with that being said, I do believe that's just about everything I have to say for this time being. I hope everybody out there is safe, and I hope you stay safe and healthy. And I hope you look out for each other. Have a great night. And please like this, comment, and share. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a great night, guys.